Boom! We are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Life as a Chad YouTube channel. And I thank all of you for being here, wherever you may be. And of course, however you may be listening. Feeling good today. Can't wait to dive into this. Thought it was pretty funny. In a previous video I did, I used the word irregardless. The comment sections are always funny. The thing is, I really I really do like to get into the comment sections in order to respond to legitimate comments, and even definitely, especially ones that are in disagreement of my worldview, as long as it's done respectfully and in a way that is pointing out and pushing forth legitimate arguments. What I can't stand is when there are comments on, not liking how it was recorded, or the sound sounded a little bit strange at this time, and here was one, me using the word irregardless. It's like you watch an entire video and that's all you get out of it. To me, that says a lot more about an individual that can watch an entire video or a lot of the video and literally only point out that one thing that is virtually irrelevant. And turns out, and by the way, I said it jokingly because if you can't tell by the background, I am a highly educated man. I know that irregardless has not always been a word, but it is. It now fits and meets the requirements of. And if you're looking for the comments, it's the comment in my most recent video on Steven Crowder's divorce, where he has to pay out a stupid amount of money, basically paying for his wife to hire attorneys and lawyers that will be used against him. So I do find that comical, and it just sucks because, like I said, I legitimately do try and find comments and engage in comments that are actually thought provoking and intellectual and good faith. That's really what I'm looking for, just good faith arguments. But I digress. Irregardless is a word according to Merriam Dictionary. If enough people use it throughout within everyday conversation for an X amount of years, it fits the criteria. That's basically the synopsis of it. It fits the requirement of it being a standing word. I digress. Let's dive into this. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I cannot wait. A lot of people have asked me to react to this. I'm a little bit behind. And of course, what I am referring to is the Walter Weeks, aka Fresh, from the Fresh and Fit podcast, the recording that he had with this Asian fitness model from China, and the subsequent reactions from that. So we're going to watch Myron, the video that he did, because I'm trying to, oh, geez, come on, man. I'm trying to be as good faith as possible myself. So we're going to watch that. And then we're also going to watch Myron's reaction where he throws the cup. Fantastic. My initial thoughts on it before we watch it, and like I said, I'm open to changing my mind, but I've had enough time to think about it, watch enough of the content. And you guys know, I've done a video on Walter Weeks in the past. And within that video, I said that I highly respect Fresh and Fit, what they have created. It is not easy. I know to some goofballs out there, it may appear easy to just hook up a microphone and create a video and just talk into the mic. And what they do requires tremendous dedication, wherewithal, and professionalism to recruit women and network and build these connections behind the scenes. And specifically when it comes to Walter Weeks, he allegedly is the one who initiates these conversations and builds these networks behind the scenes to have this continuous bombardment of guests on the show. And really, that's probably at least like the 50, if you were to add it all up into percentage points, it's at least 50% of the requirements of a show like that is to behind the scenes network, find the guests, and schedule and make it happen. Build those connections to make it happen to where you consistently have guests on your show scheduled well in advance and within short timetables. It is not easy. Okay. I said this in my previous video on him. I fully acknowledge that. Now, you guys should know, like I said, and I'll link the video once I post this one, that I have said, to me, Walter does not live the red pill lifestyle, which I will elaborate on further in a second. To me, Walter is even though all of those things might be true, and I give him full credit if he does indeed do those things behind the scenes, I give him full credit for doing that. But with that said, to me, he obviously is not the most alpha guy in the world. Okay. Long before Fresh and Fit, we saw Fresh appear on, he was trying to make it big time. Let's just put it that way. He appeared on the One Real Estate Guys. There's the funny clip of him trying to sell water to the dude. I'm blanking on the real estate guy's name, but he's like a really popular, hate him or love him, real estate investment guy. He's got like the Southern accent. And Walter tries to sell water in under a minute to them, and he fails miserably. Or it was either a pen or water. I think it was water. So he has been trying to do this for a long time. He's been trying to make it big for a long time. He's obviously not an alpha. He's not super in shape. He's not super muscular or anything like that. He is your normal average guy, which there's nothing wrong with that. A majority of the population is average. In fact, I wish that more people understood that, and we're proud of that, because just because you're average doesn't mean that you're not doing well for yourself. Because matter of fact, by definition of you being average, you are doing better than most. You're well, maybe not most, but you're doing fine is what I'm saying. And if more and more people realize this, especially when it comes to females, our society would be much better off. Okay. To me, Walter is and I've met guys like this my entire life. I always draw from my life to give examples. He is a guy who rides the coattails of great, strong men. Okay. Even the biggest Fresh and Fit fans know that the catalyst of that show, the prime time member of that show, love him or hate him, is Myron motherfucking Gaines. Okay. He is the number one dude on that show. Hell, you can even make the case that most people who enjoy the Fresh and Fit podcast actually are supporters of Chris more so than Fresh. Fresh to me is your quintessential normal, average, nothing crazy, spectacular follower. He is the luckiest. What I think I called him in my last video, the luckiest follower of all time. You know, he was able to somehow begin a friendship with Myron Gaines. And what I always say in my videos, guys, what somebody is at this point in time is not what they will be 10 years from now, good or bad. So to make a value judgment or a complete value judgment about what somebody is right here is often a fool's errand. And when it comes to Fresh, he got lucky to meet Myron when he was at the beginning point, and not a lot of people could see the potential that he had to latch on to that and to move forward. Like I said, there's been some good things that he's done, but overall, and I think a lot of people would agree with this, not your quintessential alpha buff guy. And for me, I don't think that he lives the red pill ideals. We have seen multiple times now where he has done things. We had the example of the other TikTok influencer chick who there were multiple videos, the white chick, of her saying that she loved to finesse women and or men and loved to hurt men and bring them down and stifle their masculinity. And DJ Academics went on there and called Fresh out. We have multiple examples now of Fresh not living the red pill ideals. Now, with all of that said, I agree with Andrew Wilson, who made an appearance on Fresh and Fit. A lot of you guys are probably more familiar with him. By the way, check out my interview with him I did about a year ago. Just because somebody does not live the ideals doesn't mean that the words and ideology that they profess is any more true or any less false, or what any less false or any more true. Andrew gives the example, because Andrew smokes cigarettes. He gives the example of, if I tell my daughter that smoking cigarettes is bad while I'm smoking a cigarette, does that take away from the truth that smoking cigarettes is bad? No, of course not. Now, yes, the messenger does matter, and people do tend to look at the messenger and say, wait a minute, you're smoking a cigarette. And by the way, for what it's worth, I don't think that Andrew would actually say, in fact, I know that this is the case, that cigarettes 100% are bad and tobacco use is as bad as the media has purported it to be. But just for the sake of the argument, hypothetically, if cigarettes were bad, if somebody was smoking a cigarette while they told their daughter that smoking cigarettes was bad or tobacco use was bad, would that take away from the truth of said statement? Of course not. It is still a true and accurate statement. So what I'm saying with regards to Fresh is, even though he seems to engage in a lot of beta-like, non-red pill pitfalls, he's constantly falling in the blue pill minded beta pitfalls that we see all these chumps out here falling into when it comes to female nature, doesn't mean that the information that he's sharing is not true. Okay. I forget, it's a certain fallacy to the hypocrisy fallacy. And to me, the weakest argumentation that one can have is that you are a hypocrite. That's a weak argument. It just is. And I am not going to use it myself while we move forward here and react to these videos. Now, the first audio that we will be reacting to is the leaked audio in the first place of what's her I think her name is Daisy, or Daisy Fit, or Daisy Chen Fit. We'll listen to that first. And before we do, that's probably the thing that, again, I'm not going to appeal to the hypocrisy fallacy, but I was disappointed in Fresh overall in his mindset around the canceling word that starts with A, B, O, R, so on and so on. Because on a certain level, while I would never take accountability from women with regards to the current state of things, I do also simultaneously believe that men are the leaders of society. And the current society that we live in inhabits what men are okay with and are not okay with in that current space and time. I've told you guys the argument of if 10% of the male population decided tomorrow that feminism needed to cease to exist, it would cease to exist, and or needed to not be a focal point in Western or United States society, they would be able to get it done because males have the domain of power and physicality. So, but he does, as a Christian, as an Orthodox Christian, hearing a fellow Christian who commonly purports being a Christian. Myron on one hand will at least say, well, I'm not a good Muslim. I don't say I'm a good Muslim or a practicing Muslim. Fresh doesn't say that. Fresh absolutely will say, no, I'm a Christian. I'm definitely a Christian. But we shouldn't be surprised by this, guys, because we can just look at his lifestyle. I mean, his lifestyle is not that of a Christian. He definitely has erred far more on the side of secularism and a secular male-minded individual. And that's kind of my whole thing here, is that at the end of the day, even though what Fresh purports may still be true as far as an ideology and facts and things like that goes, if we look at him individually, his actions say that he's a blue-pilled NPC, really, who falls into all the normal pitfalls that women leave out for men. And he is secular minded when it comes to things like this word here that I'm going to highlight. All right, let's listen. All right, that's my commentary thus far. And then there's this is this is from EV magazine. Okay, I'm not purporting this magazine at all, but this is just where I found this content. They have a video here, and I know I've heard them talk about it before myself, of the need for fathers in society. Girls need fathers. Oh shit. Myron's real name is Amru Foodle? Fuddle? All right. Let's listen to this audio.
All right?
I want the baby because I don't want to kill the baby. I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to.
You're not. They just give you a pill and it's over.
No. No.
Fuck, bro. I'm sorry. What she's saying is not funny, but all jokes aside, okay, and I am pro-life. You guys know that. But the way that she's talking and talking about this, I cannot help. It's just her fucking accent and the severity of what they're talking about do not mesh. Like if I were to just hear her talking just in general, my natural inclination would not be something of this magnitude, because it's just you don't put the two together. But here she is talking about it in her accent.
I'm pregnant.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The pill, they just give it to you from the doctor and then you're good.
I am pregnant.
Hold on, guys. And I also thought about this. Let's talk about this. It just dawned on me while I was listening to this. Is it possible that this is all just a charade that was orchestrated behind the scenes at making the Fresh and Fit pod even more popular? Now, I don't think so because of how Fresh has reacted. And while, yes, it has shined a light on the pod for a short period of time, it has definitely attacked the authority that the Fresh and Fit podcast has, or the them being a reliable source on this sort of information or within this space. It has definitely attacked that foundation. So I did see that put forth as a conspiracy theory that this is all orchestrated. This is not real. They probably planned this behind the scenes. I would lean on the side of no, just based off of what I can see. But I would never, in this current world that we live in, I would never put anything past these individuals. Anything is possible. Okay, but it hasn't been positive enough for me to think that it is something that was orchestrated, because like I said, in the end, it has damaged the accountability or the reliability of the show. And I look at all of these channels with very similar minded individuals in the comment sections, and a majority of them are calling Fresh out. So this is not a situation where it's kind of like a 50-50. This is a situation where like a majority of people are like, no, Fresh, you fucked up. You look bad here.
I can't protect.
And that's, it is very, let me tell you, let me fill you guys in on some game right now. You heard? Because reputation, you should not care a ton about what people think about you, but still your reputation does matter. And what people think of you does matter a little bit. You shouldn't care insofar as you should feel confident in who you are and love yourself as an individual. Okay. But when it comes to reputation takes a lifetime to build. It can also take only a second to destroy. And once it's destroyed or brought down a little bit, and the base is being infiltrated ever so slightly, it is very hard to gain back that respect within your reputation by individuals once it is lost. It is very, very difficult to do. Only a few have been able to do so. Look at Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant went through his whole saga. It took him years to be able to move past. And really, the only reason why he was able to do it is because he's Kobe motherfucking Bryant. He was the best basketball player in the world. But you look at O.J. Simpson, he's never been able to move past the respect that was lost, whether you believe he did it or not. So never forget that, guys. No woman is worth losing, or excuse me, no woman is worth you having lost your respect by others because of some bullshit that she says about you. Okay? No woman is worth that. Your reputation, and this is why women do character assassinate men, because they know that their reputation is very important. They know how long it takes to build. So when you are considering a woman to date or not to date, you must absolutely consider whether this is a woman who is capable of bringing down your reputation and the respect on your character. And if she is capable of doing that, is that essentially is the pussy worth what you would lose in return? Most of the time the answer is a big fat no. All right, guys, let's keep watching.
Pretending like nothing happened. I can't. In my religion, we don't kill.
You're not killing. Okay.
I want to keep the baby.
We no kill. We no kill. Like I said, oh my. Like I said, guys, what she's talking about is not fucking funny, but it's just the way she says it. We don't kill. We don't kill. I mean, come on, bruh. Bruh. Anyways, pull it together.
Okay. Well, like I said, I just don't want any kids. You know?
Okay, so what you gonna do? And what you gonna do to me?
Nothing. Well, why did I do anything to you?
Nothing?
Why did I do anything to you?
No, I know. So like, how are you gonna deal with this? By saying I don't want a baby? That's all?
I mean,
Also, some more game for you fellas. Always, when you are around other people, and especially when you're dealing with women, always be on your best behavior. Never, ever do anything that you would not be willing to have put out on video or audio recording. Okay. And if you're not willing to have it out there, you better make for damn show that it's not being recorded and or on video or audio or both. Okay. So, in other words, always proceed as if it's a possibility that somebody is recording. Be on your best behavior, continue to be professional, continue to be sharp. Because in this day and age, it absolutely is possible. Okay. You don't want to be caught slipping saying something that you would not be okay with being heard by millions of people. All right.
let's go to the doctor, I guess.
To the doctor. So you want abortion?
I mean, yeah. Why do you want a kid now?
And why do you make me pregnant now?
That's I'm like, there's no way that's true. But then I said, oh wow, like.
So just think about it. It's meant to be. God
Sorry?
wants you to have the baby.
Definitely not.
It is. God wants you to have a baby. 7 years never happened, and then you're fucking me for a month, and I'm pregnant. What does that mean?
Well,
Now I just think about it, if you force me to kill the baby, then you're a sin.
well, we already sinned by having sex.
I'm sorry, bro. Even me, just like these two don't match. I'm sorry, bro. Like, she's crazy, but she, even though it's fake, even though it's plastic, trying to envision in any world Fresh having the game, the wherewithal to handle that ass is I can't do it. I can't do it. He ain't on that game, bro.
Sex. But it's too late now, you know? But honestly,
All right. Well, I think that's essentially it. Maybe there's another Fresh. This is from Red Pill L's Fresh from Fresh and Fit, exposed for encouraging GF Daisy to heart their Bella. This is from the Women Are Allergic to Accountability crowd. Surprise, surprise. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Shockingly, the host says that he is worried. He now has to test other girls, at least 4. Daisy is surprised and asks him if he's been having sex with 4 other women without protection, and adds, I hope you have all the money for your children's support. I don't have money, Sarah. That's classic Fresh. I don't have money. Who? Me? Money? Lamborghinis? No. Me? No. It's funny because Fresh does commonly have that befuddled look about him. Money? Who, me? No. Daisy reveals that she fell in love with Fresh and that he asked her to meet his mama. He told her that he sees himself spending his whole life with her. If this is true, then she trusted him fully enough to have unprotected sex with him. First of all, no, that's bullshit. Okay. A majority of women out here are, if they are attracted to a man enough, a majority of them are having unprotected sex. It has nothing to do, maybe unconsciously it does, but consciously it has nothing to do with being in love or envisioning a whole life with the person. No. All right, let's watch. And here's another video of her. I mean, she's obviously very fit. I don't know how much of her physique is fake. Probably, definitely her toddy meats. I mean, but just look at this. In what world can you envision Fresh being able to take care of that ass? Hell nah. No. And then, of course, you had these blue pill nerds out here dedicating a whole channel to my woman. You must respect my woman. All right, let's watch. Let's watch the reaction and the defense of Mr. Walter Weeks by Myron Gaines. And we'll go ahead and speed it up so we can roll right through this bitch. And let's go.
Guys, all I got to say with this situation is,
I've got you in my sights.
this girl, man. That's all I got to say, because she shouldn't, like I said, we didn't want to bring this stuff out, but it is what it is. So let's start with the beginning, okay? Let's just address the elephant in the room. Fresh is an idiot, okay? I had this conversation with him off air. I told him, this girl is bad news. This is
good. And I was hoping that at the very least, that's the response we were going to get concerning this. Because yes, he is an idiot for this, and it looks very bad, and it looks like he has zero self-control and is basically willing to do anything for pussy. All right, guys, let's continue watching this clip.
you know, what the hell are you doing? Having sex with this girl, etc., unprotected, whatever. Let's just call a spade a spade. He made a big mistake. Big mistake rocking with this girl.
Big mistake. Big mistake. You ever heard of the snake story? What's that thing that Trump he tells the snake bite story? You guys got to watch that. That's a great video.
Out with her, etc., right? But what I will do is I'm going to go outline the relationship for you guys, okay? I have dates here, etc., and we're going to walk through it real fast. So,
all right, Myron, I'm all ears, bro. Here we go.
Number one, they were never in a serious relationship, okay? Though she might say, oh, I was in a serious relationship with him, and she goes on this podcast saying I loved him, etc. He was seeing other women. And you guys know that because if you saw the video clip, right, she says that he was talking to other women. So she knows that, right? So they met on November 21st at El Santo, okay, which is a club here in Miami.
Okay, so far, not good, because, again, that shows that, well, then he should have rubbered up. And if he was not willing to rubber up, then he would have to accept the consequences of nutting up. No. But now, it's still, in fairness, it is still in the realm of possibility, and there is some discrepancy on whether she is actually indeed preggers. So, you know, for what it's worth.
Right. Pretty much Fresh trademark. They went on their first date November 26th. They had sex that night, okay? She left on November 28th for New York. As you guys know, this girl has an apartment in New York as well.
This is classic Myron to literally go on March 26th. He took her to this place and brought her to this hotel. He proceeded to take out his dick and insert it into what the fuck is her name? Daisy Chen Fitness. And then 3 minutes later, or actually, you know what? Nope. 2.5 minutes later, he nutted inside her and they proceeded to, whatever. And then he left at, 3 o'clock, about 5 minutes later. And, and then their next interaction was 2 days later. And within 2 minutes, he was already inside. Let's go, bro. I'm stupid sometimes.
She was going back and forth
I'm just having fun, bro. I'm just having fun out here.
between here and there. And then they talked on WhatsApp on January 1st, 2024. So he saw her again, guys, right? So she left the 28th, and then he started talking on WhatsApp on the 1st. I mean, they were talking on Instagram before that, but as you guys know, we can't show those messages because first Instagram got wiped with mine. Then on December 28th to January 10th, she was in Miami, right? They spent a few days together. About half that time, she wasn't with Fresh, right? Then they didn't see each other again until March 9th, right, in Barbados. They met in Barbados and hung out in Barbados for a few days, right? They were there for approximately 3 days. Then she was in Miami for the rest of that period, right? So from March 9th to 24th, they spent time together here in Miami and also in Barbados. That's where she met his family, etc. Right? Then, so what? We're talking about 20 days here that they spent, even though they knew each other since November. She was in China for a period of time, New York, etc., come back and forth. So they've spent about, I'd say roughly 15 to 20 days together, right? Cumulatively. During the course of this time, there were a bunch of red flags that Fresh noticed that made him say, you know what, I don't know if I can take this girl seriously. Number one, he had mentioned to her that there was a guy in Las Vegas. As you guys know, we go to Las Vegas all the time to do, Access Vegas, etc. We'll actually be there tomorrow, okay? And when we were out there, a photographer had said, oh, I know her. And he didn't say anything bad. However, when Fresh mentioned to her that someone in Vegas knew her, she got really nervous and scared. And he was like, that's weird. Why would you get so nervous, right? Number two, she has 3 phones, okay? 3. He saw towards the end of the relationship and what made
Okay, so she's obviously a trick. I mean, that's obviously the case. So, okay, well, that's fair. That's fair. He saw the red flags, albeit after he nutted in her, but he saw the red flags.
Made him kind of say, I don't want to deal with this girl anymore, was he saw random conversations with 4 numbers unsaved on one of her phones, okay? When they came back from Barbados, they were stopped by customs. They interviewed her for 2 hours, guys, okay? When she was being held at customs. You guys know I used to work for Immigration and Customs Enforcement as an investigator for Homeland Security Investigations. And normally when they detain you at the airport like that, something is going on. And they detained her for 2 hours, and she showed pictures of her and Fresh together, etc. More than likely, what I'm suspecting, I don't know this for a fact, but for them to detain her for 2 hours. Remember, guys, she's a foreign national. She's Chinese. She's here on a visitor visa, which she's admitted on other podcasts, by the way, which is typically a B1, B2 visa. They probably think that she's here working illegally or maybe doing some kind of sex work, which we're going to get into that as well, okay? We don't know for a fact, but for them to hold you at the border like that tells me something, right? Then, after Fresh cut the relationship off with her, she finally admitted that she had sugar daddies in the past. She took off to New York right away, right? And and we'll show an Instagram picture right now, actually, real fast, of when she took off. So she goes, after Fresh told her, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't intend on marrying you. And, I'm not going to get you an apartment because, mind you, this all started, guys, because she wanted an apartment. And Fresh said,
That's kind of an irrelevant point because Fresh has admitted multiple times that he would never marry. Or he doesn't think he would marry again. So that point is kind of irrelevant. He was never expecting to marry her. Let's call a spade a spade. Once he realized that she was crazier than what he could put up with or rationalize, then he moved on. It had nothing to do with foreseeing marriage or not.
no, right? And so she leaves abruptly and she drops the Instagram story saying, bye, going to find a better life, right? And she's getting on a plane to go back to New York, and she's been in New York since, right? She left on or about, I want to say March 26th, I think is the day that she left, March 26th. So they get back. So the timeline, again, November 21st, they meet, okay? No, they hang out again, December 28th to January 10th for a period of time. Then from March 9th to the 24th, he basically breaks up with her a day or two after they get back, after they're back in Barbados here in Miami, says, hey, I don't want to get you an apartment. I don't want to marry you. I don't think this is going to work out like long term because she wanted a serious relationship. So she gets on a plane and leaves on the 26th, right? mind you. Well, actually, no, we're going to talk about that later on. We're going to talk about the pregnancy in a whole other chapter. We got a couple chapters on this thing. But I just wanted to give you guys the relationship, okay? So that's how they met. That's how long they've hung out with each other, known each other. Though they've known each other since November, cumulatively speaking, okay, they only spent roughly between 15 to 20 days actually hanging out with each other and speaking to each other. And during the course of them meeting and hanging out with each other, Fresh is vetting her. He's testing her, he's asking her questions, etc. And she failed the test, right? She failed the test. These are a couple of the red flags that he noticed while he was hanging out with her in person that made him say, I can't commit to this girl. I can't take this girl seriously. Mind you, he was doing this thing and he had other women as well, which is something that she was also angry about during this whole situation. So there we go. Now that we have an idea of the relationship, let's get into the other elephant in the room, okay? We talked about the first elephant in the room with the relationship and Fresh being an idiot, which he is. Let's just be honest here. He made a big fucking mistake. And it is what it is. You know, guys make mistakes. No one is perfect. But this one was a big one. And we got to take accountability for that. He fucked up here, right? So as you guys know, she's been running around. She went on Abra and Preach's pod, right? And I'm not surprised. You know, Abba and Preach have been making videos on us for years now at this point. They've made somewhere between 30 to 40 videos on us, talking shit, trying to attack our character, etc. And other podcasts as well she's went on, you know, talking about this story, etc. She's essentially been doing a press run the past few days ever since she leaked this phone call and text messages, right? And I'm going to show you guys a clip. One of the things she's been doing is saying that she is not a sex worker.
She's essentially been doing a press run. Given the context of the situation, that's hilarious, bro. She's doing a press run on her pregnancy scare with a fucking co-host of a YouTube channel. You can't make this shit up, bro. I mean, come on. That shit is hilarious, bro. This YouTube game is man, hard to describe sometimes. It is wild. She's doing a press run for a possible pregnancy with a co-host, the number 2 on a successful YouTube channel. Cannot make this shit up.
Right? So let's go ahead and play the 2 clips where she says this. Here's from one podcast, which I will not name.
They're accusing me for being escort and being on this kind of website. Just use the brand. If I'm a Miss Asia and I'm a former bodybuilder, why would I put myself on the internet? On
it doesn't make sense.
Escort website.
What? How does that not make sense? Attention is these girls' currencies. Of course that makes sense. That's all they fucking care about. That's exactly why she tried to get this smoke in the first place. That's ridiculous. That's a lie. That's a cap. And Mr. Beta in the background. Oh, yeah. Why would you want attention? Let me see your tits now.
That is
No, it doesn't make sense. We even, one thing that I did.
Okay, so he says, yeah, doesn't make sense. I don't believe it. Yeah, you're not. Now let's go ahead and play our favorite YouTubers here. Because, and it's interesting because these guys were so quick to try to use this as content to make us look
I'm
bad.
not sure
They
I
didn't properly
understood
vet this
that.
girl, but
Let's
it's okay, I'm
watch
gonna
that
do it for
back.
brand. If I'm a Miss Asia,
You got to take accountability for that. He fucked up here, right? And I'm going to show you guys a clip. One of the things she's been doing is saying that she is not a sex worker, right? So let's go ahead and play the 2 clips where she says this. Here's from one podcast, which I will not name.
they're accusing me for being escort and being on this kind of website. Just use the brand. If I'm a Miss Asia and I'm a former bodybuilder, why would I put myself on the internet? On
it doesn't make sense.
escort website.
Okay, I get it. Fresh is showing. I mean, Myron is showing this. Her response to not being a sex worker or something like that. But it makes total sense to me. I mean, these girls love attention and they sell their sexuality and their looks for currency. This shit is not rocket science, okay? It's just not.
That is
No, it doesn't make
no.
sense. We even, one thing that I did.
Okay, so he says, yeah, doesn't make sense. I don't believe it. Yeah, you're not. Now let's go ahead and play our favorite YouTubers here. Because, and it's interesting because these guys were so quick to try to use this as content to make us look bad. They didn't properly vet this girl, but it's okay. I'm going to do it for them. You know, because since they want to bring this girl on and platform her, etc., but they don't know the real Daisy Chen. They don't know Jin Chen, but I know Jin Chen. And I'm going to make you guys very familiar with her as well. We're all going to know Jin Chen.
Myron's so funny. They don't know the real Jin Chen, but we're all gonna know the Jin Chen real soon. We're all together. Who is Jin Chen? Who is the real Jin Chen? Abba and Preach don't know the real Jin Chen, but we're gonna find out together. The real Jin Chen. I love it, bro. You cannot make this shit up. All right, let's keep watching. I just had to do a close up right quick.
When this is done, let's play their clip now.
That I would interview the woman in question at the heart of this whole thing. She provided me a bunch of screenshots, screen recordings, and a bunch of different things. And I think it answered a lot of the questions that would seem to be unanswered before. Things like whether or not she's a sex worker. She isn't. What was the time?
Okay. Abba,
You stupid.
you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to show it right now. So let's go ahead, and she said she's not a sex worker. She's not an escort. Okay. What's this? In this photo that you guys can see here, we can see Jin Chen meeting up with a potential client. Okay. I'm not going to say where this was, but what I'm about to show you guys is all exclusive stuff that no one else has. Okay. But it's an anonymous source. Okay. So this is a photo of her meeting up with a guy, and it gets better. We got video and audio. Run the clip.
If you call me an escort, prove it. Prove it.
Firstly, did you pay her?
No,
Cash only.
no. Which insurance from? Do you have cash?
I would prefer to pay you half first and then half after. It's never worked out good when I pay up front.
Why? I'm here. What are you worried about?
One time, I paid it all up front. I was pleasing her. She said she came up 3 times and then she couldn't do it anymore.
So you're going to do it 10 times to leave?
I have been scammed in the past.
Yeah, but I'm a girl. I need to be more secure. If you're not making excuse, that means you are not willing to pay.
I would like to please you morally for like an hour or so. It's not just me fucking. But yeah, usually I'll wait for 2, 3, 4 hours.
Non-stop?
We stop for maybe 30 minutes or I slip in and then
I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
you can't stay for 2 or 3
I can stay, but I cannot have sex for 2 and 3 hours. Like, who can do that?
It's not just sex for 2 or 3 hours. You will have to trust me on this. You will not be uncomfortable. You will not be painful. If you are, you may go. I will not force you to stay.
You can pay me half, and I will stay here for 1 hour.
1 hour doesn't mean you're only going to stay for 1 hour.
Then I will stay here for 1 hour and I'll leave. Because for you, 1 hour is enough. You said 2, 3 hours. I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
You can't stay for 2 or 3
I
hours.
can't.
Honestly, the only hours you will have to trust me on this. You will not be uncomfortable. You will not be painful. If you are, you may go. I will not force you.
Bruh, this just, by the way, guys, I'm not trying to turn this video into this, but this just shows how sick and degenerate our society is. Listen to this fucking weird ass conversation that they are having right now, negotiating sex. You will be uncomfortable. You can go at any time. What the fuck? Let's go back. Fuck, bruh.
But yeah, usually I'll wait for 2, 3, 4 hours.
Non-stop?
We stop for maybe 30 minutes or I slip in and then
I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
you can't stay for 2 or 3
I
hours.
can stay, but I cannot have sex for 2 and 3 hours. Like, who can do that?
It's not just sex for 2 or 3 hours. You will have to trust me on this. You will not be uncomfortable. You will not be painful. If you are,
Hey, at least she's honest. Some of these girls out here be saying, oh, I can do anything. Anything you can do, I can do better. Anything a man can do, I can do too. Trying to act like they can have sex like men can. So at least she's being honest.
you may go. I will not force you to stay.
You can pay me half, and I will stay here for 1 hour.
1 hour doesn't mean you're only going to stay for 1 hour.
Then I will stay here for 1 hour and I'll leave. Because for you, 1 hour is enough. You said 2, 3 hours. I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
You can't stay for 2 or 3
I
hours.
can't.
Honestly, the onus is on you to make this experience wonderful so that I will want to see you again.
Okay, so let's get started.
Are you sure? I've got you in my sights.
I could end the podcast right there. But wait! There's more. There's more. Because, see, she's been running around saying that she's not an escort, etc. No, I don't do this, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'll let you guys decide what you think after seeing that, okay? We're going to keep going. There's more. I could end it right there. But let's go. Let's keep going. So, obviously, you guys can see here, that sounds like negotiating for something. I don't know what particularly, right? But I think we all know kind of what it may or may not be, right? So she's also talked about how she's a good person and her character, etc. We got some more, guys. So I have here a Chinese police report. You guys are probably wondering, Myra, what the hell? What's this? Guys, this is a police report where she basically stole money from an individual. Okay, yeah. She stole money from an individual, all right? And I had a friend of mine translate this for me. As you guys would know, I play Overwatch, right? And I have a buddy, I call him the Chinaman. And he went ahead and kindly translated this police report for us, and we have it for y'all here. Okay? At about 1940 on the evening of August 27, 2018, the reporter came to the police station to report that he met with a Chinese woman at about 12 o'clock noon on August 27, 2018 at lane 288 of Daza Road and exchanged 6,000 yuan for 870 with this woman. So basically he wanted her to give him cash, right? At around 4:45 on August 27, 2018, the woman hailed a car through Didi Taxi and then asked the reporter for 6,000 RMB. And then the reporter gave 6,000 RMB to the woman, and the two got in the car. Soon after, she claimed that she needed to get money from China Construction Bank, the name of the bank, and asked to stop at the China Construction Bank on Yongjia Road, Zhuish District, Shanghai. But the woman did not return 10 minutes after getting out the car, and the reporter sent a message to the woman, but she replied she didn't want to meet the reporter. The reporter felt that he had been defrauded, so he reported the case. So this woman takes this guy's money and runs off with it, right? One of the people that one of her clients, right? So what does that say about her character? And you guys might be wondering, well, Myron, do you got proof? Oh, I do got proof, actually. I got video. Here she is, taking the dude's money and doing what she's about to do with it. Oh. Hey, man. I mean, yeah, I could end it there. I could end it there, can't I? But guess what?
I've got you in my sights.
There's more. Let's keep going. The show goes on. The show goes on. We going all the way today, baby. We going all the way, because guess what? I'm fucking Leonardo DiCaprio in this bitch. The show goes on.
Let's go. Let's go.
Fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here.
Let's fucking go. All right, so here we have her ID, right? Here she is. We obviously blurted out personal information so that we wouldn't dox her, but it's to show you guys that we know what we're talking about here. We actually have her Jin Chen. That's your real name, by the way, Jin Chen. It's not Daisy. You run around calling yourself Daisy Chen, but you're really Jin Chen, okay? And we found out that...
Who's the real Jin Chen? I know you go by Daisy Chen, but pray tell, who's the real Jin Chen? All right, we're gonna watch like a minute more, and then we're gonna watch the fucking cup throwing situation.
You got fired from your job. Okay, here's where you used to work for, right? For a marketing company, you were a marketing manager, Daisy, or should I say Jin Chen? And we have the documents to show that you got fired and why you got fired. Again, this is
In what world is she a fucking manager? Man.
all in Chinese. But guess what? My boy We Rise, once again, aka Chinaman, the guy that I play Overwatch with and we rage together when we destroy these scrubs, he went ahead and translated for you guys. Once again, shout out to Chinaman. We got the official documents. Shout out to We Rise. He's on the line as well. But here it is. Here's why she got fired, guys. Okay? Miss Chen Jing, you have been working at Shanghai Bimeng Performance Agency Co. since July 2nd, 2018, and your current job is a business assistant. The 3-year labor contract signed between you and the company on July 2nd, 2018 shall be terminated on August 3rd, 2018, and the employment relationship shall be terminated at the same time due to the following circumstances. What else was going on in 2018 when she got fired from her job around this time? Oh, she was stealing money and negotiating for fun with people in rooms, which we showed a video of earlier. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. By consensus of the parties, the worker is proved to be ineligible for employment during the probationary period. The worker seriously violates the rules and regulations of the unit. The employee seriously derelict in his duties or commits fraud for personal gain, causing major damage to the company.
You stupid.
The employee establishes labor relations with other employers at the same time, which has a serious impact on the completion of the work of the employer, or refuses to make corrections upon the company's request. The personal certification materials provided by the employee to the company are false, or the company concludes or reviews a labor contract contrary to its true intention by coercion or taking advantage of the danger of others. The worker is investigated for criminal responsibility in accordance with law. After the expiration of the medical treatment period, the worker cannot engage in the original job or work arranged by the company. The worker is not competent for the job and is still incompetent for the job after training or job adjustments. There's a major change in the objective circumstance on which the labor contract is concluded, making it impossible to form the labor contract, and the two parties cannot reach an agreement on the change after negotiation between the parties. Other circumstances provided for by laws and administrative regulations. Please go to the company's personal administration department before August 6, 2018 to go through the resignation procedures such as work handover, return of goods, and settlement of expenses and remuneration.
Okay, so she's a thief. Okay.
I like his lifestyle. By the United States law, he has.
Well, which is another reason why they got rid of her. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But wait, there's more, guys. We're going to keep going. So as you guys know, right? She said, oh, I don't care about money. I just want to hold Fresh accountable, whatever the hell. Let's run the clip from our guy Destiny real quick, where she went ahead and had a whole conversation with him.
I don't care about the money. I like his lifestyle. By the United States law, he has to pay for the child support. How much money do you think a man should make for? Yeah, I told them $1 million.
Walter apologized for everything and came clean on everything.
I
Would you
told
want to be
him
involved in, like,
$1
your
million.
child's life?
Wow,
But
that's a
why
lot
would
of
you
money,
care
bro.
about that?
Shouldn't the priority be to like build a healthy life for your future child? Shouldn't that be the focus?
Speak
How
for
are you
him.
don't care. You're not caring. The child right now is just a money ticket for you. You're not caring at all about the child. Why are you leaking
What is
all
the
this
money?
publicly?
What
the money is the
what
child
the
support
money?
you think that you were talking about earlier.
Look,
You're very
who are
familiar
you?
with it.
I don't want to talk to you.
Pause.
Destiny's gonna take a break.
He doesn't want to. She doesn't want to talk to him because he's exposing the truth. You say in one sentence, "I don't care about the money." Then you're saying, "Oh yeah, a man's got to make $1 million a year," right? Guys, this woman is a predator. She's obviously coming and trying to use guys, etc. And here's the thing, right? Like I said before, Fresh fucked up, right? He made a mistake. He shouldn't have messed with this girl in the first place. This girl's a predator, all right? But this is what happens a lot of times when you're a guy. You got some money, you got some status, etc. Girls will try to use you, right? Thank God he saw the red flags and cut it off when he did. Obviously, he didn't cut it off fast enough, but this girl had intentions, right? Nefarious intentions. So I just want to ask you guys one thing, right? So obviously we've went through who this woman is, Daisy Chen, aka her real name. I'm gonna call her Jen for the rest of the show. Jin Chen. Okay, Jen, we know who you really are now. You're involved with escorting, potentially, right? Allegedly. Well, we saw the video, right? We know that you stole money from somebody, ran away with it, basically robbed the guy. We know that you can't hold a job. You got fired from stealing money from that company as well, having inappropriate relations, etc. So let me ask y'all, someone like this that has this kind of character, do you think they're going to be honest? I mean, let's go through it real quick. So on March 24th, just so you guys know, right, when they got back, towards the end, she did a pregnancy test, guys. And first, I didn't want to mention this on the last show, but I'm going to mention it. Came back negative, okay? He saw it and his mom saw it. She did a pregnancy test on the 24th, came back negative, right? Then a week later, she calls Fresh to say, "Oh, I'm pregnant," and she records the phone call, okay? Trying to get a response. "Oh, what are you going to do to me," etc. You know what? We could play the clip right now. Let's play it real quick. Can we pull it up real fast on the side, guys? The phone call that she had with Fresh. Let's pull that up real quick, right? So she calls him and tries to get a response out of him. And Fresh obviously stays calm, etc. And the thing I also want you guys to know is that there was an agreement between him and her that they weren't going to have kids. He told her he didn't want kids, and she agreed to that, okay? And I have proof of that right here, right now. Roll the clip from our idiots over there in Canada. So this is when Abba went ahead and interviewed her, right? So first, this is him asking her about them being monogamous, if I'm not mistaken, right? All right.
I don't want to.
Then I ask her, well, why do you not want to be intense about monogamy, but you are rushing to have a kid? I asked some tough questions.
That's a good question.
I'm not.
These morons can't even spell. They were in such a rush to get this video out and try to make us look crazy that they couldn't even spell. That just goes to show how thirsty these clowns are for attention, bro. Dudes went and did a video immediately and shot it. Just shot it. Oh, God, we got to make content. Oh! That's how I'm going to preach anytime something happens. We literally pay these bums bills, man. Let's go ahead. Let's run the clip.
I'm not softballing it.
Oh no, I ain't mad at you.
No,
I'm
she's talking about like I don't want to be too intense and like rush like monogamy, so I'm accepting this. But like, but you want to have a baby with him?
Yeah, I understand. I understand because I just felt like I'm not. I just feel like I'm not that type of girl that I have to be with someone for years to get married. Or if I like someone, I can have a kid with him for like a week. Like it's not. It doesn't matter. It's the time doesn't matter. I was with someone for 9 months. He really wanted to marry me. He's American, and I didn't want that. I ended that. When I met Walter, I just felt like,
how the fuck does that make any sense? That is the biggest womanese I've ever fucking heard. She was probably with that dude just for money. So essentially what she's saying is that getting to know somebody doesn't matter, that it's just a feeling, and that's all she needs, and she can decide to just throw caution to the wind and have a kid, even if it's only after a week. How insane that makes no sense. That's probably the most insane thing I have heard from this whole video is her saying that a week, a day, 9 months, it doesn't matter. You know, so you mean to tell me what the fuck were you with that guy for 9 months then? Like, that's not a flex that you were with him for 9 months. And then, but you were with a guy for 9 months that you weren't willing to get married to? How's that a fucking flex? All right, so that's it. There's probably more. If you guys want to watch the rest, I stopped it at like 22 minutes, 22:43. Okay. All of that being said, she's obviously crazy. She's potentially a liar. She's potentially a scammer. I already knew all of this before coming into the video. Okay. again, that is not the criticism against Fresh, that she is not crazy. And she could be lying about the pregnancy. Okay, fair, and fair. The criticism against Fresh is he should, because Myron's always saying having experience with women makes it so that you understand their nature better. He always says to have 50 bodies, which honestly, I do agree with on a certain level, that you should have a certain understanding of how women move, but also you shouldn't be an idiot. Okay. It shouldn't take you that long. And again, Myron does say this, that every guy is different. Some it takes 20, some it takes 10, depending on the guy's intelligence level. Apparently for Fresh, it takes thousands or hundreds or whatever the fuck. That is the criticism of Fresh, is where the fuck is the red pill game? Where the fuck is the red pill knowledge? How did you not see? This is twice now. You got fleeced by the white chick on TikTok from New York. How can you not see the telltale signs of these women that are predators, that are in it for the money, in it for the clout, in it for the bullshit? That is the critique right there. You should be able to see that by now. Okay. All right, guys. Now let's watch the greatest freak out in the history of freakouts. This has got to be a meme at this point. Here we go.
A lot of you motherfuckers are jellyfish. No fucking spine. And that's the reason why a lot of you motherfuckers are fat, triple chin, neck-bearded, pieces of shit, fucking dorks with no money, and no one fucking respects you because you motherfuckers don't stand for nothing. If I stand with Fresh, I die with Fresh. It is what it is. Okay? It is what it is, you motherfuckers. Oh shit, it's getting shaky. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave. I got 20 fucking real estate properties, so I can tell motherfuckers, fuck you. My net worth is over $6 fucking million. I get money residually. I don't fucking need to do this shit, and I don't need to fucking sell my soul. I stand with my.
Okay, Myron, let's relax a little bit. Let's not pretend as if, what even got you in this place in the first place was making a shit ton of money podcasting. But I can respect the loyalty aspect. I definitely do respect that. That's a good trait to have, especially as a man. So that is what it is. But I think ultimately you also have to ask yourself, okay, is who I am associating with, is it threatening the message and the ideals so much so to where I cannot associate with this person anymore? Because that is important as well, especially if you're somebody who is a proponent of a certain message. You don't want that reputation to be foiled or pushed down at all. So that's kind of what it comes down to. But in general, I would say, especially in this day and age, it's refreshing to see somebody who is loyal to people who are loyal to him as well. So I personally, I don't have an issue with that. But again, like for me personally, if somebody was loyal to me, but their behavior was foiling my message to the masses, then I would definitely consider distancing myself, because at that point it's becoming super selfish of that person to not get their shit together while you are doing all the right things and moving forward in a positive manner.
Fucking friends, period. All right? Some of you motherfuckers need to get a fucking spine, you jellyfish SpongeBob in the fucking Pineapple House pieces of shit. It pisses me off how soft all you motherfuckers are, bro. It's ridiculous. You motherfuckers haven't stepped in the gym in 3 weeks trying to tell me how to fucking be loyal to my fucking friends. I'm not going anywhere.
3 weeks? Shit, 3 months. Fuck. 3 weeks. A lot of these fools ain't been in there in fucking 3 years. Damn. Who are you playing with? All right, let me get this sped up here.
All right? I'm tired of you motherfuckers. Leave Fresh. He's only down. Well, fuck you. All right? I don't need to make a fucking cent off this fucking podcast. I'm fine. My real estate will take care of me because I knew that if I want to say what the fuck I want to say and not sell my soul, I need to go ahead and build residual income coming in every fucking month so I can sit here and tell you fucking haters, fuck you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say, and I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say. I cannot be bought. I have my soul. I have my spine. I have my integrity. I got my 10 toes and my 2 feet, and I fucking stand where the fuck I'm going to stand. And if I die there, I'll die there with a smile on my face because I can look in the fucking mirror and be happy with the man that I see. You pussy motherfuckers. You fucking losers that sit there and say, oh, it's getting rocky, Myron. You should leave. Why do you stay by Cinco? Do you stay by the Tate? Do you still think they're going to drive Chris? Chris is the idiot. Why are you still there? Chris drinks too much. Hey, shut the fuck up. That's why no one respects you motherfuckers, because you don't stand for anything. If there's anything you guys can learn from this fucking podcast, learn this. We've been through hell together. We had people come at us. We've had death threats at us. People fucking laugh at every time we fucking go through some bullshit. People make allegations on us. People have tried to absolutely fucking destroy us. And you know who was around me the whole fucking time? These fucking guys. So you motherfuckers can say whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stand by the guys that stand by me. Because you fucking pieces of shit aren't fucking there when I'm going through it. You
Let's
pieces of
fucking
shit aren't fucking
go!
there when I'm fucking figuring out what the fuck I'm going to do because we got demonetized. You motherfuckers weren't there when everyone in their fucking mind came at us. You motherfuckers weren't there when I got the false accusation against me. You motherfuckers weren't there when this bitch lied and said that I got her pregnant when I fucking did it. And then you dumbasses, 3 years later, believe some bitch that makes the same fucking allegations again. You fucking idiots. I'm not going anywhere. I'm standing right fucking here. Alright? These guys were with me in my darkest times. I'm not gonna fucking leave them in their darkest times. Fuck you motherfuckers. I got my real estate, I got my money, I'm fine. I'm not going anywhere. I can't be bought.
That was real.
Let's go! Let's go! Woo! And then all you have is fresh. That was real. That was real. That was real. Let's watch that shit again. That was fucking epic, dude. Let's go. We need some fucking masculinity in here. Let's go.
Bullshit. People make allegations on us. People have tried to absolutely fucking destroy us. You know who was around me the whole fucking time? These fucking guys. So you motherfuckers can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
That's the best part right there. These fucking guys. And he's mid-breath. These fucking guys. All right. That's the shot right there. That's the shot. Money shot right there. I fucking get the picture. What the fuck? That's the shot.
The whole fucking time, these fucking guys. So you motherfuckers can say whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm not going anywhere. You know who was around me the whole fucking time? These fucking guys. So you motherfuckers can say whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stand by the guy.
I'm not laughing at him, bro. This is fucking epic.
Threats at us. People fucking laugh at every time we fucking go through some bullshit. People make allegations on us. People have tried to absolutely fucking destroy us. You know who was around me the whole fucking time? These fucking guys. So you motherfuckers can say whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stand by the guys that stand by me. Because you fucking pieces of shit aren't fucking there when I'm going through it. You pieces of shit aren't fucking there when I'm fucking figuring out what the fuck I'm going to do because we got demonetized. You motherfuckers weren't there when everyone in their fucking mind came at us. You motherfuckers weren't there when I got the false accusation against me. You motherfuckers weren't there when this bitch lied and said that I got her pregnant when I fucking did it. And then you dumbasses, 3 years later, believe some bitch that makes the same fucking allegations again. You fucking idiots. I'm not going anywhere. I'm standing right fucking here. Alright?
fucking
These
going
guys are with me in
nowhere.
my darkest times. I'm not gonna fucking leave them in their darkest times. Fuck you motherfuckers. I got my real estate, I got my money, I'm fine. I'm not going anywhere. I can't be bought.
That was real. That was real talk.
Gosh, Fresh, why are you such a fucking nerd, bro? Fuck.
That was real talk.
Young
That was real.
DeMarco.
Can't be bought.
That was real. That was real talk.
What the fuck, Fresh?
Darkest times. Fuck you motherfucker.
This is possibly, quite possibly, the most epic fucking rant. And all you can say is, that was real. That was real. What the? Come on, dude. He's out here fucking trying to save his life for you. And all you could say is, that's real? You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Fresh. That's of all of this shit, that's probably the thing that I have the biggest issue with is you saying this pussy ass shit. I'm fucking spitting my apple chunks everywhere. Is you fucking saying that pussy ass shit. This is real. You should have fucking got up and chest bumped at this motherfucker and said, let's go.
All right? These guys were with me in my darkest times. I'm not gonna fucking leave them in their darkest times. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I got my real estate, I got my money, I'm fine. I'm not going anywhere. I can't be bought.
That was real.
Yeah, Fresh.
Real talk.
Yeah. You fucking dork.
There, when I'm fucking figuring out what the fuck I'm gonna do because we got demonetized. You motherfuckers weren't there when everyone in their fucking mom came at us. You motherfuckers weren't there when I got the false accusation against me. You motherfuckers weren't there when this bitch lied and said that I got her pregnant when I fucking did it. And then you dumbasses, 3 years later, believe some bitch that makes the same fucking allegations again. You fucking idiots. I'm not going anywhere. I'm standing right fucking here. All right? These guys were with me in my darkest times. I'm not gonna fucking leave them in their darkest times. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I got my real estate, I got my money, I'm fine. I'm not going anywhere. I can't be bought.
That was real.
God, bro, what a fucking lame ass response from Fresh. He ruined this, bro. And that's like, that's the entire antiquity of the show. And the antithesis of the show is
Get
Myron
the most out of your GoDaddy managed
being a
WordPress.
fucking gangster. Hate him or love him.
Faster load
But
times.
he is who he is. He ain't got fucking sip for nobody. And Fresh just saying some bullshit.
That's what? I die with a fucking
that's
spine.
real. That's
I
some real shit. Lame. This reminded me of something. I gotta find something because I got my masculine juices fucking flowing. I got them. What did I call it in a previous video? I got my my man juice fucking going here. This is it. This is what it just reminded me of. This is how I'm feeling right now. Ooh. Ooh. Ha! Let's fucking go. What other clip do we have? No, I can't watch this. I can't do this shit because then it's going to get me copyright. All right, guys. Well, maybe this one. Here it is. This is from Lord Louis Show.
That's good for me. Yes, sir. Revolutions. You follow? Revolutions. Keep the clients on the Ferris wheel. And it goes. The park is open 24/7, 365. Every decade, every goddamn century. That's it. Name of the game. How kitty? Thank you. Mm-hmm. 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 Come on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways. All right. Final thoughts. Man, this video took a turn I was not expecting. That's why I always do this off the dome. Because you never know. Entertainers are entertainers. When you got that entertaining gene, you just fucking, you go from here and you don't hold back. That was fun. I stand by what I have said in the past about Fresh. You know, the thing is that when it comes to the show, it very much is the tale of two different people. There's Walter Weeks and there's Myron Gaines. Myron, like I said, love or hate him, disagree with him. He does live out what he preaches. And although even if somebody is hypocritical, that's not the end of the world. I definitely do respect that a little bit more. As for Fresh personally, I'm not surprised by this. Who knows if she is truly pregnant, but this dude does not have game. He does not have a firm understanding of red pill game and applying it towards having a discerning eye when it comes to women. See, really strong caliber and high caliber men do have that eye. Now, all of us have made mistakes, and I will admit that, but wise men learn from their mistakes. Smart men learn from their own mistakes. Wise men learn from others' mistakes. So, you know, there's not really much more to say on this. I still fuck with the show and the content that it pumps out. This hasn't really changed my opinion on Walter very much. I still think the same. I fully acknowledge that she could be lying, that she's probably not the most honest woman in the world, but he bears some of the responsibility for not seeing that. What more is there really to be said, guys? We'll see if there's any more content that comes from this. But for now, be sure to smash the subscribe button, like, comment, share. You guys know the drill. And last but not least, DBAP, don't be a puss willow. And facts are feelings because your feelings just don't matter. Christ is king. Love you, kings. See you guys next time. Peace.